That Elden Rings DLC is finally out, Shadow of the Erdtree, and honestly it's better than I could ever have imagined. It's also absolutely massive. Sometimes you don't know where to start, but I always like to explore, and I'm sure there'll be people like me, just like to have a little look around. For this video I'll be showing you how to get to the lower part of the map and unlock the Cerulean coast pretty much from the offset of the DLC. In order to do this you'll need to make your way up a little bit into the game, and this will be the main checkpoint you're going from. It'll be the castle front. From there you're going to want to proceed all the way down this direction, jump on your trusty steed and then make your way just over here. I'll speed up the footage where possible just to make life a little bit easier, but honestly most of it's pretty easy to follow, so you should be absolutely golden. But just set off on your trusty torrent and make your way all the way down and around all of these enemies and the terrain I'm showing just here. Keep making your way further through. Eventually you will be able to make it to a nice little site of grace, but everything in this area hits ridiculously hard, so try to avoid the enemies whenever possible. Again, you'll know you're in the right place when you make it to this little cave area just here. I actually went in the wrong direction there, so just go up this way. You can't actually go any other direction, so you should be good. And then just over here you'll see your first point of grace you'll be able to pick up nice and easy, and that's going to be the Ellac River Cave. Just make your way down this way, and this time it's going to look like you're jumping completely off the waterfall, but luckily for us there are some stones here. Even though I did completely miss that and almost fall to my doom, you're going to want to do a lot better job than I did and make sure you bop onto all of the stones with some nice jumps. If you do fall off there you can have a nightmare, and I think you can kind of one-shot yourself, but just keep making your way in the direction I'm showing in the background and you should be good to go. Again, take a bit more time than I did, make your way down, and just over here is going to be the second checkpoint you're after, the Ellac River downstream. Keep making your way further down the map, kind of making your way to the floor. And then you'll make it to a much more open type area where you'll be able to roam, but the one thing you do want to do is avoid this big guy in the background unless you want to take him out. But I instead opted for the safer route and was trying to hug the right hand side as much as possible. Then keep making your way through and eventually you'll get to a little clearing and it will come up with this. You're at the Cerulean coastline. From here grab this site of grace and you're pretty much set. The last thing you're going to want to do is to know where the map fragment is in order to make sure you can actually see everything, otherwise your life could be a little bit difficult. At this point you're going to want to head straight forward, just keep going in a kind of direct line. But you will want to watch out, as you saw there is an absolutely humongous dragon that flies down at you. I didn't want any of this at the time, but depending on how your build is you may want to take him on. What you got to do, make your way over to this kind of plinth area just here and you'll be able to pick up the map fragment for the southern shore. You're now set to wander, roam, do whatever you want, have a little look around and explore, which is one of my favourite things in this game. Try and find yourself some tasty items, and honestly the map is so much bigger than I realised, and they've done really well with this DLC in terms of just how much you can do with the new content. Hopefully that's helped a few of you guys and girls. There's going to be a load more content from me, builds, guides, tips, and just some of the best items you should be grabbing. As always, for all things gaming, take care. I'll see you on the next day.